points on the app today?
No, I'm not. Sorry.
No.
Can I please get 3 breakfast burritos?
3?
Yep.
Perfect.
Can I get a sausage and egg bagel?
A sausage and egg bagel.
Yeah, on a 12 grain.
Anything else for you today?
Yeah, 1 hash brown. Peppermint tea black, please.
Perfect. And how's everything for you today?
Yeah.
Perfect. It'll be
Hello. Just water. Welcome to Daneleisk Adventures. In this adventure, I brought us to Shawnigan Lake, where we're going to be kayaking to an island, as well as visiting a train trestle, well, a rebuilt train trestle. The island we're going to is called Memory Island, and it was named in memory of a fallen soldier in World War I from the area, I believe. And it's a great place to go and spend the afternoon and go for a swim. So first things first, we got to get a kayak. Here we go, we got the kayaks. Woo, and we're off. Off to go to Memory Island and see what awaits us. Oh geez, I should have brought sunglasses. Oh, it's scorching. Oh, a ski jump. That's nice. So a long time ago, there used to be a mill here. And it burned down 3 times. So I guess in 1890 in Shawnigan Lake, they set up a mill here to get some wood, but by the 50s, the logging industry or the milling industry in Shawnigan Lake was gone because, well, the mill burned down 3 times and the economy wasn't great, so they just dropped it, and this is what's left. Just these few reminders of what used to be and what isn't anymore. Still neat to paddle around. I didn't know there was going to be a trading post on my route. Jeez, I would have brought some furs with me. An island on an island. Oh, treacherous waters today. Jeez. It is hot. What do you do, right? We are approaching the Great Divide. Once we get through there, it's just a straight track to memory. And there she blows, Memory Island. Well, here we are, Memory Island. I guess we can go on a tour. Oh, that water looks nice. Memory Island Park, donated to the people of British Columbia by Mr. and Mrs. C.R. Scharf and the Honorable and Mrs. Mayhew, in memory of their sons, Kenneth Scharf and Alan Mayhew, who died in World War II, and who had spent many happy days on this lake. It's kind of sad, but kind of happy. I guess it wasn't World War I, it was World War II, but still, you know. You know, it's 2023 now, and you think about how World War II was like 80 years ago. But you know, I don't think much has changed. People still come to this island, people still swim in the lake, people still do water activities. And you know, you kind of feel just how they felt when you enjoy these days, how they must have enjoyed them back then. Because 80 years from now, there will probably be more people swimming on this island and doing outdoor activities, just like they did back then and just like I am today. There is a bathroom on this island. And here we are, back at the beginning. And that is Memory Island. Let's go for a swim. Well, that was Memory Island. A truly magnificent place to visit, especially in the summer. Well, I guess we'll paddle back and head to the trestle. Here we are at the Trestle in Shawnigan Lake. But the only thing is, you gotta walk there. There's no way to drive. So, off we go. A little bit of information before we take off. So, from what I know, the Trestle was a train trestle, which is a train bridge. But it laid abandoned for a long time. And then about 10, 12 years ago, they rebuilt the whole thing as a walkway for people to visit. And that's all I know about it. So let's read and see what it tells us. From working railway bridge to rehabilitated treasure. The Cook's Island Bridge, more commonly known as the Trestle, is one of several trestles along the abandoned Canadian National Railway line on Vancouver Island. The name Kinsale derives from the King Solomon copper mine that operated briefly in the area. The railways helped build the economy of Vancouver Island, and at the turn of the 20th century, construction of the railways drove British Columbia's economy through the extraction of seemingly endless resources, especially the harvest of timber from the dense forests of Vancouver Island. So it began in 1911, and it was taken over in 1917 by the CNR, and they resumed the construction of it. So believe it or not, this trail here is actually a part of the Great Canadian Trail. It was, I don't know much about the Great Canadian Trail, but it basically is a bunch of pre-existing trails mixed in with new trails that are all attached to each other that go all the way from, well, Western Canada to Eastern Canada. So technically, if you wanted to, you could take the trail all the way from Victoria to Halifax, Nova Scotia, and see a lot of great Canadian cities along the way. Maybe that could be a future Daneley's adventure. Take my bike all the way from here to Nova Scotia. That would be a long event. Well, here we are at the trestle. Looks really cool. More information. The Kinsale Trestle is one of the tallest freestanding and most spectacular timber rail trestle structures in the world, at 187 meters in length and standing 44 meters above the salmon-bearing Cook's Island River. Neato. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. It's truly magnificent how they built this bridge. All that timber, all that work. And imagine before when they built that in the 1900s. Not nearly as much technology, and it looked pretty much like that. Well, it was another great adventure. Went for a nice row on the lake. Checked out this trestle. Got a lot of sun, and now I'm ready to get something to eat. Until next time. Hey, I was good. How are you?
Good.
For one?
For one, yeah, inside, outside.
Outside would be great.
ended up painting some photographs that I got from Peter, because he got James's collection. And I just done big